So it's a nice day today, and I thought I'd take baby for a walk. Wanted to give mommy a bit of a break and let her nap for a little while. We're heading down to the States in a few days, so I wanted to talk a little bit about President Trump's, that's weird, isn't it? I wanted to talk about President Trump's travel ban. I don't claim to fully understand how the ban works, and I know the details keep changing because of federal court interventions. All I know is that Libya is one of those countries affected by the ban. So why am I even talking about this? Many people are surprised when I tell them I was born in Libya. I was never a Libyan citizen, but on my passport as my place of birth, it does say Tripoli, Libya. Now I don't usually have issues when I'm traveling. However, there was one time when I was traveling back from England into Canada. I was about 16, I was traveling alone, and I was questioned thoroughly about my place of birth. Now I think the most interesting question they asked me was, why were you born there? Why were you born there? All I could sputter out was, because my mom was working there? I don't really know what they were looking for. They were probably just trying to trip me up, but I was definitely taken aback by that question. So we're just gonna test it out. We're gonna try and cross the border tomorrow and see what happens. So we made it to the border. I wish I was able to film a better transition, but we were scrambling to get out of the house this morning. There were just so many things we had to prepare, and I hope we didn't forget anything. So we made it into the States. That was probably the least amount of questions that we got at the border. Now don't touch the tape. So we just stopped by Tulalip to do a little bit of shopping, stretch our legs, and feed baby. Now we're headed down to Seattle. Hopefully the traffic isn't too crazy. Alright, we made it. 7 hours later. It was a little hectic getting out, and we had to do a lot to prepare for this. But now that we're here, I think it's totally worth it. There's so much that goes into traveling with a baby, but I think we'll get used to it. Well, we have to, or else we won't be able to travel. The first night we went to a friend's house for dinner. I left my camera there overnight and didn't get it back until the next day when we had brunch with them. I couldn't vlog that night. Well, I guess I could have used my camera phone. had a long day today. We had Thai breakfast, donuts, ice cream, beer, and of course poke. It was a long day and we need to get rested up for tomorrow. I'll see you then. So it's our last day here. We just have a bridal shower to go to. Then we're gonna head back home. Before we go to we gotta drop by for lunch. Apparently this place has green curry. Yeah, green curry French toast. I have to check it out. We've just finished up at the... Unfortunately, we weren't able to get the green curry French toast because the place was way too busy. But instead, we had Turkish brunch. So that was really good. But now, gotta drive. So we're home now. It's late, I'm tired. So I'm sorry, but this vlog is gonna be probably a week late. But anyway, back to traveling. I know I got through the border without any concerns this trip, but after talking to some American friends, my concerns were pretty much validated. We were meant to fly into California in the near future, but I didn't really want to risk anything with that. So Kim and Bobby, we're sorry, we hope you have a wonderful wedding, and we wish you all the best. There's a few things I just wanted to report on about our experiences with traveling with a baby. Accommodation. I had to look at different accommodation. I skipped the lower end hotels that I usually wouldn't mind booking just to save a few bucks in favor of the nicer ones. We also looked at hotels that offered complimentary cribs just in case we needed them. Location. I had to think more about staying downtown versus staying on the outskirts. Usually staying on the outskirts would save us a little bit of money, but this time being in a centralized location would help us get around a little bit easier. Transportation. When we had to, we would still drive. Otherwise, Uber worked really well for us. They didn't mind taking the car seats and the stroller, and since we were in downtown, the trips were inexpensive. Humidity. On one of our nights, baby was really congested. Usually at home, we would have a humidifier running. This would help loosen the mucus for us to suck out. We didn't have that in the hotel. So I think we're in the market to buy a portable humidifier. Baby bottles. For this trip, we ended up buying the Playtex bottles with disposable liners, and we also bought multiple nipples for it. For traveling, that's a double thumbs up for us. Sterilizing. The main reason those Playtex bottles worked well is because we didn't have to sterilize a lot of things. For the things that we need to sterilize, we bought the disposable bag microwave sterilizers. I think that's what they're called. Boiled water. For boiling water to use with our formula, we ended up requesting a kettle. We just let it boil for a few cycles, and that was good enough for us. And then we would carry the water around in the thermos. We hope you enjoyed this week's vlog. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe, and check out the description box below for our blog and Amazon store. Again, I'm sorry this is going to be posted late. This is Canadian Dad signing out, and we'll see you next time. One more thing, I did want to start adding something to these vlogs. Let's call it the Xavi clip of the week. So from now on, we're going to be ending these vlogs with clips of Xavier that both my wife and I think encapsulate the essence of him that week. Enjoy.